is federal subject matter. This is Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. This is Shane Brown from Legal in Pueblo. I was returning your call. How are you?
Hi, thank you for calling me back. I appreciate it. I'm having difficulties. I met with John Finger last night and a property attorney. And I'm having difficulty because all of the attorneys are telling me that this case is federal subject matter tried in the Pueblo District Courts. I'm up for charges right now in 15 CR 1287 stating title fraud and interstate stalking done through the mail. And they have evidence with IRS forms. They're saying that there was notary fraud done at Wells Fargo and that I stole the notary stamp and did illegal notary fraud. However, the state of Colorado Secretary of State said there was no notary fraud. The Wells Fargo Bank said there's no bank fraud. The clerk of the courts for records stated that there was no title fraud. Yet I'm still being tried. My liberties have been violated over and over, and there's no warrant to have even arrested me. So everyone I've met with said these are all federal charges. I don't know what to do. I need an attorney who can take a federal subject matter in Pueblo District Court. And the judge is saying it's not just federal matter, but I'm being told by a lot of people that it is. So I don't know if you're willing to look at it.
Here now. Let me see if I can find the charging document. Oh my goodness. 364 pages. This has been going on a while, huh?
This has been going on for quite a while. And the other thing is this Officer Mark Myers also put in a Barack Obama hold on me in April 2015, right before he filed the criminal case. Michael Fronte's never filed against me for the title fraud. He's never filed one thing, nor his attorney. There's no sheriff reports, nothing. And I have all of it. This case it's absolutely bizarre. But if you see at the beginning, there is no arrest warrant order. There's no affidavit.
The arrest for the complaint is actually sealed, so it's not sealed, but protected, so I can't even look at it. Let's see. Well, there's the charges. All right, let me see. ID theft. Piles of ID theft. Breach. Forgery. All the charges found against you are state charges. Now, the subject matter may be federal, but that's, that's permissible under concurrent jurisdiction, so...
Well, what they've done is they filed them under the state laws, but all the subject matter is all federal, and so they are slaying and doing perjury and altering and perverting the law to try to feed their needs in this court case. If you see back, it's July 7th, 2015, there's no arrest warrant ordered. You can even find me on YouTube. Everyone who arrested me never had an order. I've talked to the clerk. There's nothing on file or record.
Were you in fact arrested?
I've been arrested, yes, in this case. And nobody's had the order. In fact, they asked yesterday in court for the order, the arrest order, and the judge admitted that there was not one made, that they just went off an affidavit for one. They never ordered it.
When were you arrested?
I was arrested October 27th, 2015. And I was arrested in a church in Colorado Springs, and El Paso police did not have an extradited order, and there's no extradited order on record. And the Internal Affairs is investigating that. that would be a major deprivation in civil rights.
Yeah, but until you resolve the charges in front of you, there's nothing you can do about malicious prosecution. As a matter of fact, you can't even file a case for that until the case is resolved.
Well, and I understand that, sir. I'm not looking to file the case at this time. What I want to get the case dropped. However, it does matter because they could not arrest me. That would be a false arrest, a false detainment. For not having
Right, there's a civil remedy when you're free of these charges.
That's right.
They're not going to drop the charges because you were arrested without an arrest document being issued. That's just not going to happen. I was a prosecutor in this jurisdiction for 8 years. It won't happen. The judge won't do it, and the DA won't do it. So,
Even against color of law, huh? Because it's prohibited.
that's under 42 U.S.C. 1983. You filed a civil rights lawsuit when the case is resolved.
Oh, okay. So under the criminal statutes, you're saying that they could do whatever they want then? Because I
I'm
have...
just saying they're responsible for that. Once the prosecution's over, then you can bring a civil lawsuit to right those wrongs. But if you're trying to fight the civil case in the middle of your criminal case, you're making a very large mistake. Because you've got to fight the merits of the criminal case or get it dismissed on the merits.
Uh-huh.
If you're bringing up these other issues, that's not going to assist your criminal defense at all. You're really mixing two different things together.
Okay. So, well, I find that to be a little different for what I've been told by everyone, because they're like, wow, they didn't even have an arrest warrant order. They don't have one affidavit from any victims or anybody. They don't have an affidavit from the bank. They don't have an affidavit from the notary, from the Secretary of State. They have no warrants. They have obtained federal protected confidential documents without warrants. I mean, this is some serious stuff. So I don't know if that's how you operate in law, but that's not what I'm being taught. I'm not an attorney. That's why I called you. But...
I understand what you're saying, and those things, if those things are true, they certainly give rise to civil liability.
Right.
But they don't preclude the district attorney from bringing a witness in. Okay, if there's never been a affidavit filed, they can still bring in the person who is bringing the allegations against you to testify against you.
Really? Because I found on the felony 4s and felony 5s that there has to be an affidavit to even show probable cause. So,
only if they arrested you initially. But it doesn't look like they did that. It looked like they found what's called a completed information with an affidavit of probable cause that I can't look at because it's protected. So if I don't represent you, I can't look at what the affidavit says. But there very clearly was one filed July 7th, 2015.
right, and the
That's what initiated the case.
affidavit was also claiming Barack Obama threat, and
What did Barack Obama read?
Mark Myers, the Pueblo Sheriff's Office, said that I was a threat to Barack Obama, and the affidavit says only because I was worried about his safety. And I have the affidavit, and I have all of that. I'd be happy to provide it to you. And I was picked up.
I mean, with all due respect, it sounds like you get far too much. It looks like you're set for trial here in March. And there's just far too many things going on with your case for me to even think about trying to delve into it at this late hour.
Yeah, it's a pretty big case, even though it's very simple. But we have some really bad judges and some big cartels. I spoke to a gentleman today who's high in politics, and he said that the same actors in my case are doing extortion acts in the Schilling case, the missing girl, and that I sat in jail for 9.5 months, no preliminary hearing, no discovery hearing, no bail hearing. I was denied every single right there is. And everybody is telling me that you can't do that by Rule 5 and Rule 7. And but they're doing it. So I don't know what's going on with these law actors in Pueblo and these judges, but they're seditioning this law like crazy. I mean, this is a levy for war. They even tore down my house for the water levy without due process. So it's a pretty big case. I appreciate you calling me and being upfront and honest with me about your time and not having the time to do that. I appreciate your time.
No problem. If it makes you feel any better, the judge on your case is retiring here at the end of the year, so he won't be doing your trial.
I know, that's good. He is noted as a very bad judge, but yeah, that is a plus. Well, thank you for the time, sir. I appreciate your phone
No,
call.
that's a lot of you. Have you talked to attorneys up in the Denver area? I would say that probably your best chief would be talking to someone that's not from Pueblo.
Sir, I have it all recorded. I've called over 100 attorneys. I have it all documented, and all of them are telling me the very same thing, that this is federal matter, and that they're swaying and perverting the law to try to make it look like a state case when it's a federal case. And all the claims and subject matter are outside their jurisdiction. But you know, you can catch me on YouTube and see the documents if you want. They're all on there. If you have any time and you're curious, feel free to look my name up on YouTube. And I wish you a great day. Thank you for calling back.
Hey, no problem. Thank you, and best of luck to you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
A former Pueblo prosecutor said that they arrest people all the time without arrest warrant orders, and that it doesn't matter, and that you have to just go through the malicious prosecution, that they won't drop the case if they arrested you falsely, and even if they don't have any affidavits, they'll continue your case. Wow, that's against due process. That's against the Constitution, and that's against the color of law. Major illegal, and we have a DA here recorded saying that Pueblo does it all the time, and that's how they teach their DA officers how to prosecute cases. Whoa.